On June 17th, 2009, I started my very first YouTube channel. I was 13 years old. Seventh grade was when I discovered YouTube, like around that springtime. And then when summer was here, I started the YouTube channel. What an interesting journey it's been over the past 10 years. 10 years. I originally wasn't going to make a video about this, but then I realized on the day of, I was like, there's a lot I have to say about it, actually. I feel like there's things that people out there will be able to take away from this video. And so, here we are. I remember I started watching Stupid Mario Brothers around that time, before I started the channel, back when 7th grade was still almost about to end. And I just loved it. I didn't know that being YouTubers was a thing at that point, because when I first discovered YouTube, I was only looking up like Mario videos, really. So like I would look at anything Super Mario related. Huge. I loved Mario so much growing up as a child. Mario animations, these live action Mario stuff, and then I saw Stupid Mario Brothers. At first, I didn't want to look at the video because it was called Stupid Mario Brothers. So my 13-year-old self was like, "Oh, how dare they call Mario stupid? Mario's not stupid!" Ugh! But then YouTube kept recommending them to me, the videos. So I was like, fine, I'll watch. And then I just couldn't stop. I just became such a hardcore fan for that channel. Rich Alvarez, of course. In fact, I think the last time I binged Super Mario Brothers was last winter, I want to say. I try to, like, once a year watch the series in its entirety. I realized, like, wait a second, these are just people. They're just normal people, just, like, making videos. And then I realized that I can do that. I want to do that. So I did. Created the channel. My first channel was called Lookerlicious, and it still exists up to today. You won't be able to find it though, because I've tried to look it up recently, Lookerlicious, and then YouTube would just not recommend you find it. Nothing would pop up. It was just like, that doesn't exist. Go away. Look up for something else. I didn't have that channel for long though, because I just forgot the password. And then there were a couple of videos on it, but they were just of my little sister at that time. But what I really wanted to do was something like Super Mario Brothers. Like, I wanted to do something like that, where it's like this narrative, this show with characters and there are fights, there's comedy, there's romance. Like, I just wanted to do all of that. But unfortunately, at the time, I really didn't have friends that would be up for something like that. I did have one friend, Tyler. I don't know if any of you remember him. I don't know if anyone at this point here watching this would be a fan from all the way back then, 10 years ago. I don't think there are any. He and I started making videos. But actually before that, I did want to do some sort of Mario show, but obviously I couldn't do live action because, as I said, didn't have friends who could play like Peach, Luigi, Wario, Bowser, whatever. But then that's when I found Super Mario Logan, who, for those who don't know, makes Mario plush videos. At first, I had the same sort of thing where it's like, oh, I don't want to watch that. It's like Mario plushies. That doesn't make any sense. Kind of like Super Mario Bros. Like, oh, they call him stupid. Ah. But then I finally started watching Super Mario Logan's videos, and once again, couldn't stop. Enjoyed every single one. So when I started watching Super Mario Logan's videos, I was like, that's it. I'll just buy a bunch of Mario plushies and make a show out of that. I'll do all the voices. I'll just do everything. And but before I did that, that's when Tyler really had an interest in video making. I originally didn't want to do videos with him because I wanted to do the Mario plush thing. But then he was like, "No, let's just do it. So then we just started doing it, and we started making these videos where we had these characters. His was called Twinkle Fairy, and mine was called Normal Guy. God, it's weird to think about this. Oh, this is just so long ago. And the reason that we kind of had these names was because I didn't want to put my actual name out there at the time, because I was 13, so I was like, best not do that. So that's why I was just called Normal Guy. I remember one of the first videos we did, I think Tyler was just supposed Luigi, and And he asked me, "Who are you?" And then I remember saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell you." And then now, and I only said that because I didn't want to say my real name, and I couldn't come up with a fake name at the point. So eventually, I just went by normal guy. So yeah, we made these videos, and God, I wish they existed today. I so badly wanted them to, but I deleted them at some point. I think. Did I delete them? No, I think they stayed on the channel, and then the channel was deleted at some point, like way after. But I wish I had kept all the video files there. I wish I had all that so I can watch it. But to come back to Lookerlicious, yeah, so I forgot the password, and then I made another couple channels, and again, I would forget the password. I just, for some reason, my mind was just like, I just can't remember what they are. So around the fourth or fifth channel, I was like, okay, write this password down. We cannot lose this account too. And that was 911 Super Mario. I don't remember why it was called that. Actually, it's kind of the same reason why Lookalicious was called that, because I was looking for names, and YouTube was like, oh, you can try these available names. So like, I remember for Lookalicious, I just want to be just Looker, but that was already taken. So then Lookalicious was one of the options. It was like, oh, Lookalicious isn't taken. So then I just thought it was funny, so I just took it. And then same sort of thing for 911 Super Mario. I wasn't planning on being called that, but I think I just looked up Super Mario, and then for some reason that was one of the options. So I was just like, okay, I'll just pick that. So yeah, and then the 911 Super Mario channel is really where Tyler and I made the videos of the Twinkle Fairy Normal Guy videos, and we would also dress up as Mario and Luigi. At that point, I think I have a picture of us. There should be. I can post it right here. So yeah, that was the big channel for us. And we were growing at a pretty good rate. Not like an insane rate, like in the thousands, but we got to like, I want to say like, I think we had like at least 200 subs or something. I think it ended around like 230 subs or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so at some point, Tyler and I stopped making videos together, and he just didn't want to do it anymore. I remember there was a time where I wanted to film a video, and then he just wasn't in it. Like he wasn't performing like he used to. He just kind of, I would feed him lines, and then he would kind of say it like very monotone like. And at the time, I was just like, whatever. But like looking back on it now, I was like, yeah, he clearly didn't want to do it anymore. He ended up moving away to, I want to say like either North or South Carolina or something like that. And I live in Rhode Island, by the way. I still do ever since. Once it was pretty clear that Twinkle Fairy Normal Guy weren't going to be a thing anymore, that was like, all right, this is the time to do Mario plushes. I've been wanting to do it for such a long time. I think I didn't start doing it until 2011. So like for 2 years we were doing, like, me and Tyler were making videos. So yeah, then 2011 comes, still on 911 Super Mario. Made all these Mario plush videos. I think I made like 15 episodes, because that was when the channel was deleted. I don't know how. I have a theory that Tyler might have done it because he was the only other person who had the password for the channel. But I don't know. It's just some hacker could have gotten it into it. Who knows? I never asked him. Up to this day, still don't know. And maybe I don't want to know. It's not, because it's not like if he were to tell me like today, it was like, hey, just so you know, I was the one who deleted the channel. I wouldn't be mad at him because I don't want to be held up on the past. It's like, oh, what could have been? Like, oh, 911 Super Mario could have been our ticket, or at least my ticket to success on YouTube and stuff like that, which we'll get into more as this video continues. And I want to wrap this up quick, the backstory of all this. So yeah, I was very disappointed. I was heartbroken that 911 Super Mario was deleted. I was like, but how? But I was freaking out. Like, I didn't know what the hell happened. So I had to start from scratch, which is when I started this channel, Game Paralysis. Before it was called 323 Super Mario, and that one I actually did choose because 323 is my birthday. So yeah, I started that right away, and I re-uploaded all 15 episodes of the plush videos that I had already made. And then I just kind of had to start from there. And so obviously I've had this channel ever since, and it's obviously gone through its changes and whatnot. But yeah, made the plush videos. I got this like a year or two ago when Breath of the Wild came out. But yeah, and I did what I set out to do, you know? I was like, okay, I'm done with plush videos. I want to go, because I remember once Super Mario Plushies was when I wanted to end it, I was like, you know, I still never got to do that show that I wanted to do back when I would watch Super Mario Bros. Back in 2009. I still never got to do a live action narrative with characters who fight, who are comedic, and, you know, fall in love, and all that. Heartbreak, tragedy, and I still wanted to do that. So I realized that I think the best option for me would be to end Super Mario Plushies and then start a new channel where I would do kind of like sketches, sort of build up my career on YouTube, and then go from there, and then try to get the chance to make the show. Because I knew that if I was going to make this show, I didn't want to do it on like a shoestring budget. I wanted to do it like on a big scale, and even recently it's like maybe pitch it to either Netflix or YouTube Premium or whoever, and that's still a goal of mine. It's still a show I'm writing. I've written like 2 seasons of it, and then I did the outline for season 3, but I want to go back to rewrite season 1 to fix all the stuff that season 2 changed up, so that it would make sense. It would be a good setup. But yeah, so that's still something I want to do. Still something I've never gotten to do, because like I said, I don't want to do it on just a shoestring budget. I want to do it with like actual actors and like actual directors and all that. That's how I want to do it, because I realize if we're going to do this, I want to do it right. So that's why it's still something that has not come out. I ended Super Mario Plushies, and then I was like, all right, moving on to a new channel, which is when Project Paradox started, back in 2013, I want to say. And I did that with my friend Antonio from high school. And then we did videos together for like 3 years, up until 2016 was when he left. And that one, it was sort of like a similar situation with Tyler, where it was just like, he didn't necessarily, I don't know, I still haven't talked to him about it. Like, that's a recurring theme with the people I work with in videos. Like, they kind of like do it for a while, but then kind of like unexpectedly could just kind of want to stop, like not even have a conversation about it. So it's weird, you know? So, but at least with Antonio, I'm still friends with him. And in 2016 was when he enrolled into the National Guard and went off to do training for that and all that jazz. So I was like, all right, well, I can't be mad at him. I mean, it's not like, because I don't think he would have done it if YouTube became like actually successful for us. Like, Project Paradox was actually a big hit for us. I don't think he would have done it, but it didn't, you know? So naturally I was like, well, I can't blame him. Like, we're still like a very small channel, so it's like, obviously if we were like just huge, like million subscribers, whatever, and then he left, it would be like kind of like, but why? We're doing so good, you know? But so yeah, he went off to do that. And then, but Camilo came in the picture in 2015, so that was, the 3 of us were Project Paradox for a while there, like a year. And then Antonio left, and then Camilo sort of took his place. And then me and Camilo have been doing videos ever since, for the past 4 years. Camilo has been the longest person I've worked with, yeah, because Tyler and I only worked for 2 years, Antonio 3 years, and then Camilo 4. There's a pattern there. I think Camilo's gonna quit soon. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and now Camilo and I are Imaginary Work. We rebranded from that last year, actually. It's been a year, wow, since we've been Imaginary Work. It's crazy to think about. And yeah, it's weird. It's just been a crazy journey, because YouTube has been so influential to me. It's made me the person I am today. You know, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's just been a thing in my life for so long, you know, and it's hard not to change YouTube a bit. Like, I don't know. Honestly, if YouTube never became a thing in my life, I don't know who I would be. I don't know. And it's weird and kind of scary to think about, but because honestly, I love YouTube so much. That's why I never stopped. Like, anyone would have stopped so long ago if YouTube wasn't working out for them. It was like, oh, you know, I wanted to be a YouTuber, I wanted to be famous, I want to have a lot of money, I want to have a lot of followers, but just YouTube, it's so much work. Like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. They would have stopped. I don't even think they would have lasted a year. People who are like that, who have that mentality, don't last that long at all. Like maybe a month, maybe. I don't know. But I've never been like that because I love this. I love doing this. I'm in my room talking to a camera and then editing it later on my laptop and then uploading it. Just that's what I like. I love it. I love it so much. And now this is the part where the title of the video kind of comes in, because I've been a small creator here for 10 years. Nothing has ever happened. I've never even had a channel that reached 1,000 subscribers. Like this channel, Game Paralysis, right now, this is the biggest subscriber count I've ever had on a channel, and we're at like what, almost 400 subscribers. Like that is nothing. That is nothing on the I don't say that as to sort of insult everyone who's subscribed. I appreciate so much everyone who's subscribed to the channel over the years and who has stayed subscribed. But when I say it means nothing, I sort of mean comparing it to the big YouTubers who have just like tens of millions of subscribers and sort of stuff like that. And that's just never happened to me. And I've had my theories about it. It's like, why did it never work out? I don't know. One theory I had is like, if I became super successful right from the get-go at like 13 or 14 or even 15, it definitely would have changed who I am today. I feel like it would have, like, all the fame and the money I would have been earning would have really gone to my head. It would have made me just like this spoiled brat, like maybe this evil person, like that I am not at all today, you know? So I feel like it was necessary for me to stay like a small creator on YouTube. That way I can stay humbled. I can like know what's truly important in life and what's not. There are several reasons why I've stayed a small a small creator on YouTube for 10 years. And I actually wrote a list of them just so I don't forget, because there are many reasons actually why. And this part of the video may get like a little serious, a little whatever. I don't know. This whole video has been kind of serious, though. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, I know big reasons like, oh, and by the way, these reasons, I don't want to use these reasons as a way to be like, oh, feel bad for me, oh, I deserve everything, oh, it's not at all like that. We're just having a conversation here. So, like, the first reason that I put down is like, my family's not very supportive. And it's true. It's like, I'm not saying that to bash them or anything, but it is true. I remember when I was like, I want to say like 12 or 11, I told my parents I wanted to be an actor, and they just kind of laughed. You know, they were like, "There's no way you're gonna do that." And I mean, I'm not a successful actor or anything, but I've been in movies. Like, I've been in a Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell comedy as an extra, and I got to be there in person, see them work, and see how a movie set works, like in the big Hollywood industry. And that was such an incredible opportunity. I did that 2 years ago now. Yeah, in 2017 that movie came out. Yeah, actually we wrapped up filming like almost exactly 2 years ago now. They never really believed in me. And I know there are YouTubers that had family and friends who never believed in them, didn't anything. Like, I know FaZe Banks and Keemstar have both talked about how no one supported their dreams, but look at them, they're so successful on YouTube. But like, I wish I had that. I wish I had the ability to be like, oh yeah, prove you're wrong, because I haven't been able to prove them wrong. It's like, they're right. I'm not successful. Like, right now I have a minimum wage job. Like, and it sucks because I had wished that I didn't have that. Like, I wish I could. I just so badly want to focus on YouTube 24/7, but unfortunately I can't, because I still have to pay my bills and stuff like that and support my family, and you know. So it sucks I'm not able to do it like every single day, all day, every day, because I want to very badly. And also to prove to them, see, look, I did it. I showed you. I did it. You didn't think I was able to do it, but I did it. So yeah, hopefully one day, if I do become successful on YouTube, that I'll be able to do that. But for now, who knows? And then the next reason is I made whatever content I felt like making, which I know people like to follow trends or sort of get into the algorithm to like sort of like get promoted just like everywhere. But I was never like that. As in my years of making content, definitely like during the first 8 years or so of my video making career, I was just like, I just want to do whatever I want, I just want to make whatever videos I want. And then unfortunately there was never an audience for that, really. And I don't want to say like every single video that I've made was a failure, because it's not. There are quite a few videos that did really well. On Imaginary Work there's a few, on this channel there's a few, even in past that are deleted now. Like I remember this plush channel collab wanted me to make a video for them, and I did, and it was doing so well. It was gaining so much traction, and it almost became one of their most viewed videos until they deleted all their videos, and I was pretty upset about that. Like, 'cause there's no warning about that. Like, I couldn't, because I didn't have the video again. I didn't save the video for some reason. So I was like, can you at least like tell me ahead of time that you were gonna delete it so I can like have a copy of it to re-upload on my channel? But no, they didn't. So that really pissed me off at the point. I don't know if it's like I didn't care, or it's just like I just didn't know. I probably, it was just because me, I didn't know. Because obviously, when you're a YouTuber, you want to see success. You want to see the numbers grow. You want to see all that. But that's just not been a thing for me. And then also, I don't know how to properly like put like appropriate titles and thumbnails that would gain the most traction. I kind of just have to guess. Like, I just sort of guess, like, I guess this is the point. I don't know. I would recommend for anyone out there to spend a lot more time on their titles and thumbnails, because on paper it may seem like just like a small thing when you're making YouTube videos, but no, they're actually really, really important, because that's what's going to capture the people's eyes. That's going to want to make them click the video or not, like the title and the thumbnail. I know that's something Mr. Beast has said, who's grown so much. And then another thing is, like, for a long time I was pretty shy and awkward on camera. So back when this all first started, when me and Tyler were making videos, I was on camera all the time. But then there was a few years where I wasn't on camera, because it was when I was doing the plush videos. And then I think one of the first times I went back on camera was at the very end of the Super Mario Plushies movie, where I was talking about, hey guys, thank you so much for watching Super Mario Plushies. Appreciate it so much. Go check out Project Paradox, because that's where I'm going to be uploading videos from now on. But yeah, if you look at that video, that clip of me talking to the camera, I'm just so awkward. Just like, ugh. Who is this guy? This is the guy who makes Super Mario Plushies. But yeah, so it's taken me a while. Like, even still, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm like completely like extroverted and like confident on camera, but it's been something I've been slowly working towards. So hopefully one day I'm just like, whoa, yeah, ooh. So yeah. And also another thing, like, my personality doesn't really shine through in videos. And I think that's just an issue in my life in general, where I'm just like, I just feel like I'm scared to be who I actually am. And that sort of goes back to my family thing too, because like, I don't think they I don't know. I feel like I can't be like truly myself around them, like truly. So yeah, that's definitely affected me so much creatively. It's like, that might be the one reason that I haven't been successful. I don't know. All these reasons come into play, obviously. I don't think I haven't been successful for just like this one big obvious reason. I think it's just all little reasons. And then let's see. And then also, I don't know any other YouTubers really. I am friends with a few other small creators, but some of them have since quit. some since, and then also others who kind of rarely upload, not that much. And then also I don't really talk to them that much. I don't know. Like, I consider them friends just because I've known them for so long, and then I have conversations with them here and there. But that's really, I don't collab with them at all. I mean, most recently I've been on Zifprod's podcast like a year ago, and then he was on mine a few months ago. I completely forgot when he did it. But as for like big YouTubers, like, yeah, I don't know any of them. Like, obviously I think that's one of the easiest ways to be a big YouTuber. Just like, I quote unquote not easy, but yeah, you kind of just have to be friends with someone, and then if they have just this big YouTube career, then you'll have somewhat of a YouTube career as long as you keep up with it, But yeah, it's weird, But yeah, I've just never been friends with someone who is successful on this platform, because obviously if I was, then it wouldn't be an issue, because I love making videos myself. So if I was friends with them, then obviously their audience would see my videos and see how passionate I am, and would be like, oh, subscribe to this guy too. Like, obviously he's cool, he's great, awesome, yeah, ego, whoa, it's that, guys. But yeah, that's obviously something. And then I can be pretty lazy and I procrastinate. Like, honestly, there's a video that's supposed to go up tomorrow, the day I'm filming this on Imaginary Work, and I still haven't edited it at all. But at least I'm like filming a video right now, so I can make that excuse. So yeah, I think being lazy and procrastinating is an issue. It wasn't an issue around for the first like 8 years of my career, but these last 2 have been hard. They've been pretty hard for me. And I think it's just because of the things that happen in my real life. Because it's like, I'm 23 now, so it's like I'm getting older, so it's like I need like an actual career. So that's when it would have been really helpful to have a YouTube career. So it'd be like, oh, I'm taken care of, boom, easy, like bills, money, got it. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So which is why I was saying I have a real job, and I need to keep doing it until I can make this work right here. And camera cut out. There have definitely been a couple times during the last couple years where I've been demotivated to do it, and it sucks because I don't want to be demotivated. I want to keep doing it. I love this so much. Like, it's like words can't express how much I love making YouTube videos. I wish I still had that mentality I had when I was young, would just like keep doing it, just keep going, just literally do everything. Because there have been people in my life who have gotten in my head, been like you're wasting your life doing this. And then it's like, I mean, I can't necessarily prove them wrong because I don't have a big channel, It's just like, they do have a point. Like, I can see, so that just gets to me, it truly, I wish it didn't, but it does, because I'm so old at this point, and I'm just like, I just, more than anything, I want this to work, And then another reason is the whole algorithm thing. It's just like, the algorithm changes like a lot, I guess, at least once a year it changes up. So I know that whenever it does change, there are these small channels that get picked up from it and then just get pushed to everybody, and then that's how they become big. But my channel has never been like that. Like, algorithm has never really picked up my channels. And then also just like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, I kind of sort of have to guess. I've been guessing my way through my whole YouTube career, which is kind of like another reason why I've never made it, and also it's like, I've never had anyone to give me like criticisms or feedback. Like I'm making videos with Camilo now, like for Imaginary Work, and then I'd be shaking. I was like, I don't know if this is a good video. Like, I don't know. So then I would ask him, like, did that come out good? And then he would just be like, yeah. Like, there were no notes, there was no nothing. Like, maybe do this better next time. Like, and I'm not blaming him at all, because it's like, what does he know? He only knows like the things I know, But I just wish I had someone in my life who was experienced in all this, be like, title this video this way, or make that thumbnail actually this one. I just need that stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have anybody to do it. It's sort of like, my whole career is on YouTube has just been a guessing game. It's just like, maybe this will work, and then sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's still something today that I'm still trying to figure out. So hopefully I figure it out soon. And this is the last reason I have, but I would do this thing where I would split my focus into several channels. So it's like, oh, I want to do a gaming channel, I want to do a vlogging channel, I want to do a sketch channel, and I would do that all at the same time. And then it would just like split my focus, when really, as a small creator, I should be focusing on one channel and just making sure that becomes successful, you know? So, and that's a decision I made recently, because I know at the beginning of the year I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing Imaginary Work, going to be doing Pinkamus, going to be doing Space Kook, all at the same time. But now I'm like, no, we're only going to focus on Imaginary Work. And then, because I would like to do all those things, because I think the reason I do that is because I just like making different kinds of content. I just don't want to make the same thing every single week, because I don't know, that's just how my mind works. So yeah, for a while there I was caught in the middle of like, I want to do all these different type of videos, but then again I also should just focus on one channel, so I can just focus on that and make sure that actually grows into something. So yeah, that's kind of what I decided recently. So unfortunately, Pinkamus, Space Coop, any other thing is going to be put on hold until we're successful enough for we could actually take the time to do all that. Because I also like doing Let's Plays, and I have missed it recently for game paralysis, but that's the thing. It's just like, I just want to focus on Imaginary Work because I feel like that'll be the thing that'll make us successful. So, but I can definitely see us at some point once we start making videos full time. Like, I definitely think we'll have time to do Let's Plays at that point. So hopefully we can, because I miss doing it. I don't know if you guys miss the Let's Plays, but I would definitely be down to do it in the future. I mean, it also gives me an excuse to play games. Like, I don't have that much time to play games since I'm like making videos and like whatever, working and all that hullabaloo. Those are all the reasons that I've never been successful. And another reason why I wanted to talk about all that stuff is so that anyone who's watching, who's also a small creator, can avoid the pitfalls that I've taken. Like, don't make the same mistakes I do. Embrace your personality. Make all the time in the world for it. Like, anytime you can. If you're in school, if you're in work, do make sure you're working on videos between those times that you're not. And don't let anyone get you down. Like, you have to believe in yourself for it to work. And then also, don't split your focus obviously into different channels. Just like focus on one type of style of content that you like doing, and then one that the audience will also like see you do. So yeah, just to sum that all up. And I guess now is a good time in the video to talk about the future. Where's all this going? It's officially been 10 years since I started making videos. What's happening? Am I leaving YouTube? Am I staying? Well, the answer is I am definitely staying. I can't say it enough. I love making content so much, and I want to do it successfully. And by that, I want like so many people to watch the videos. I want so many people to resonate with them. I want so many people to laugh. I want so many people to be entertained in any way, whether it means like crying, whatever, making you feel any sort of emotion. I want that so much for just like a huge audience. And so that's kind of what we're working on. As I said, not gonna be splitting my focus anymore, solely on Imaginary Work. And also, we also do the podcast Sophisticated Stupidity, but that's easy to record and easy to edit, so that's not a concern at all. A few months ago, if you were to ask me, am I gonna quit YouTube, I would say I might have said it was a possibility while crying my eyes out, because like, just, oh my god, I don't even want to think about leaving YouTube, because honestly, just that thought alone is wanting me to make me tear up. But I shouldn't, because I'm not going to quit YouTube, you know? And I think I would have said it was a possibility a few months ago, because my life was going nowhere. I'm going to be honest. Like, I still live at home. As I said, minimum wage job. Dropped out of college a couple years back, like back in 2017. That's something I haven't really talked about that much. I was just sad. I don't want to say I was depressed, because I don't know if if I was, and I don't want to assume that I was, because I know that there are people who definitely go through depression, and it's a serious thing, so I don't want to be like, oh, I'm one of those people too, when, like, truly, I don't think I was. But I was pretty sad. I was pretty sad at that point. But then, like, a month or two ago, I had a change of heart. So what the plan is going back to college in the fall. I'm going to be majoring in film. And then I have this new job, which doesn't stress me out like the last one. And then for school, I'm going to be there for maybe a couple years, who knows. And then from there, I'll transfer to a school in LA so that I can finish up getting my degree, and then also look for a job in the movie industry. Because that's also something I'm interested in. Because, like, it's like I said earlier in the video, like, I've wanted to be an actor since I was like 12, and I still do, obviously. I just want to be in the entertainment industry. Like, I just like entertaining people. I think that's truly why I'm here. That's why I was put on this planet at this point in time in 2019. Like, I think it's what I'm supposed to be. Like, I don't want to do anything else, truly. Like, the reason I dropped out of college in the first place is because I was majoring in accounting. Why? Just why did I do that? I know why. It's because all my cousins were doing it, so I felt like I had to do it too. But it's like, no. Like, I've always felt different from everybody else. I don't know. Like, and that goes for in the family, I feel different. When it comes to my friends, I feel different. Like, when it comes to school, like, back when I was in school, I always felt like different from everybody else. And I never knew why. And it was just because I just don't belong here in Rhode Island. Like, I've been here like my whole life, and it's time for me to move out and go live my life. And I haven't done that because I've stayed here and thought that perhaps YouTube would work out at some point over the last couple years, but it didn't. So luckily, now I have a plan where if YouTube doesn't work out, I still have the actual movie industry to fall back on. So it allows me to continue making videos so that I can still continue, maybe have a career still on YouTube, because that's something I would like to do. I think I would like to have a mixture of making videos while also like helping make movies or starring them or acting them or whatever. Like, because I know like up and coming actors in Los Angeles have like jobs as like waiters or like Uber drivers or whatever. But I would like it so that my job while I'm trying to be an actor is still be doing YouTube, so I'm still able to be creative and not have to go to some sort of 9-to-5 customer service job, because I don't want to do that. So yeah, I think this is the best plan, which is why I'm going to do it. Man, I don't even know how long this video is at this point. It's pretty long. But thank you so much for watching. It's been 10 years. And for anyone who's stuck around, I did want to talk about, like, in this 10 years, in this 10th year, in 2019, this 10th year of me on YouTube, we've been making bigger videos, like the Deji video on Pinkamus, like the Marvel Marathon videos on Imaginary Work, and also the sort of trilogy videos that are coming out soon. Well, part one's already out on Imaginary Work of We Are Wanted Criminals. But then we're also working on a movie. That's right. We're going to make a full-length feature film on Imaginary Work, because I want to show that you don't need a huge, ridiculous budget to make a good movie. You just need camera, some actors, a good script. So that's what I want to do. So that's going to be coming out of Imaginary Work. I originally intended it for it to come out at the end of this year, so because, it'll still be 10 years. But I don't think that's going to happen because of the bigger videos we've been doing, like the Deji video and the Marvel Marathon video. So yeah, so I think it's going to get pushed to next year for the release. We're still going to be working on it this year. I still need to finish up the script for it. It's in a really good place, the story, so I like it, because before I wasn't motivated to write it just because I was like, it's not good though. I still need something about it. It needs to be better. So I think I finally figured that out recently. Yeah, I love YouTube. I love it. It's over the past few years, it's made mistakes with the whole adpocalypse and demonetization and all of that. But regardless, I still love it, and I still want to be making videos on it. And I still want to prove to everyone that I can be successful, that I do have what it takes to make it on this platform. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you everybody for watching. Look forward to content coming soon to Imaginary Work, and also obviously the video that's coming on game paralysis. I don't know when that's going to come out. That's probably, I wanted it to come out on the 10-year anniversary on June 17th, but obviously couldn't. So I think it'll come out in the fall. I want to say let's aim for that around that time. So yeah, that's really it. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, that's it. Thank you. See you later.